Welcome to the pre-bet. This is our podcast version of the show. We got a lot to talk about. We got MC here, my co-host. He's chilling back, trying to recover from a weekend of heartache and just being completely let down by our boys, the Lions, and the big psych about Ragnow. We thought he was coming back, and we're hoping that would, juice the line. It didn't. The line was absolutely atrocious on Thanksgiving. It definitely made the food taste a little less. No offense to Professor and Mrs. Professor. The food was actually pretty good, but just my taste buds weren't operating right. It hurt. So yeah, where do you want to start this conversation, man?
Where do we even begin is the issue. You can go ahead and just dial in whatever you are thinking off the top of your head, and we'll just wing it from
Well,
here.
I mean, we'll start right here. As soon as I open up the old book of the face, I'm looking right here at Adam Schefter's injury report for the Lions. So we'll start at the top. Kirby Joseph is out, still out. He's been one of the best safeties in the league when he's on the field, and when he's off the field, I just feel like we don't have leadership in the backfield. So that hurts us a lot. Him being out, I think Terrion Arnold is out. I'll have to double check on that.
Yeah, he's out, I believe. I'm just gonna correct you right there. It just seems to be the protocol in Detroit. They play hard until they get that huge payday, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
then they just completely forget how to play football. It's this has been the lingo for Detroit goes back way back, okay? Back to Charles Rogers days.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And it's like uh what ticks me off the most is our GM, Brad Holmes. Where's he been? We haven't heard him in doing a press conference. Nothing. You want to know why? Because he has failed, and all around has failed. I mean, us Lions fans knew what we needed to do after Frank retired. Okay, we knew he was retiring. We didn't make any significant moves. You can't sign players to project what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Players, we can't spend money on players to sit and work on. We need players now to win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this grit and all that was fine last year. Us Lions fans, we are like we want to win now, not okay next year, because that's been our lingo our whole career as Lions fans. Oh, we got next year. Oh, next year's our year, and it's all BS. Cut to the chase. I think the Lions inside are not telling us in depth on the injury reports. Okay, 1 minute, uh, Kirby's fine. Oh, he's got a knee brace on, and then next he's out.
Yeah.
Like they're not. I don't get it. This whole season's been a cluster fuck. I mean, I, it starts with Brad Holmes, in my own opinion. He's the guy that brings the players in to Detroit to play, and he's signed all. I'm not saying Hutch is a bust by any means, but I mean, come on, he signed that big payday. How many sacks has he gotten? You got
Uh,
no pass rush. Our defense is trash. I said it before, and I'll say it again. We'll have any backup quarterback on the opposite team. He'll go down as an MVP playing against us. starts. I mean, this is our whole career here. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Jameis Winston, he shredded our defense.
Yeah.
So basically, that being said, what the fuck do you think Dak Prescott is going to do? He's
Uh,
an elite quarterback. He's got what does he got over there? Perkins, he's gonna shred us. Branch can't tackle to save his ass. I mean, we don't need film to go back to look at for that. Our defense forgot how to tackle. I mean, this is just fundamental football. We are going to get absolutely smoked against the Cowboys. I mean, I don't even, our season's, it was over when we lost to Washington. But look at Chicago. They are thriving right now, ain't they?
yeah. No. They're kind of number one in the whole conference. And I hate to say it.
Typical Lions fashion. We let the people walk that are winners. Typical Ford's fashion. They like to just, do that. I just don't get it. We're never going to be a Super Bowl team if we don't spend the right money on the right players to make it happen. I mean, this is just turned into a diva league, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, and I agree with a lot of it. I.
I think golf, I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but
No.
golf,
You're
he's
good.
not the guy. He's not the guy to take us there, bro. I mean, he's looked. I mean, granted, we don't have an O line, but I mean, he holds onto the ball too long. You know, you're getting sacked. Throw the ball away. I mean, he just holds onto the ball too long. I just think we need a mobile quarterback, a guy that's, especially right now, we don't have an O line to block your ass. So
Yeah.
you need a guy to run, but who do we got? Nobody, because we put all our eggs in one basket on these on all these players. Davenport. Why in the hell did we sign players already hurt and
Yeah.
expecting them to us? We knew Davenport was not the cut.
No.
And
Yeah.
we
No. That was the
knew,
first thing I mentioned because I was a
geez,
Saints fan, and I know they drafted him, and it just seemed like every season he'd get like 1 or 2 games in, and then he was just injury prone the rest of the year. Doing the
yeah,
Taylor Decker thing. 2 games here, a game here,
yeah.
2 games there. It's like we can't have that. Everybody obviously was talking positive about him in preseason and training camps and stuff. Hutch was pumped about it, but just yeah, the proof is in the pudding, man. You just don't see it.
And then like we got weapons on offense.
Yeah, I mean, hang on. St.
Our
Brown St. Brown's questionable and
he's
Laporta's
out.
out.
He's out. I mean, he's clearly out.
Laporta's injured, so some of our big weapons are out. But
But
even then,
look at the pack or the Patriots. Bill Belichick. Okay, he had players starters go down.
yeah,
Okay, guess where they went to the Super Bowl still
yeah.
because he made it work. I just don't get how they can like
I
how
mean,
Brad Holmes could just sit back and not say nothing to the media. You want to know why? Because he knows he's failed. And he can't come out and say, yes, yes, Detroit Lions fans, I failed in this draft, blah, blah, blah. This season's on me. You want to know why? Because us fans are done hearing the BS talk over and over. Look at every game, even though the Lions, okay, say we beat the Giants, right? Every game, Dan Campbell will come out and say, I got to do better. It wasn't good enough. I just got to do better. Got to do better. And it's like, we're done hearing this shit. What other teams can do it. not Detroit. And another thing before you get going here
Hmm.
is how every year, bro, our strength and conditioning coach, what the hell are they doing? Everybody's saying, oh, Dan Campbell is too hard on Detroit and their practices. Are you kidding me? What you do in practice is what you do in the game. So what are they, just dog shit in practice? Because that's what I've been seeing in the games.
Hmm.
Like our strength and conditioning coach, I don't understand what they're doing because our players every game we get like one star player back and then four
Hmm.
more on
Hmm.
injury reserve. Yeah. So what's going on? I can't. Nobody can stay healthy to play. It's just the season's over with as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely tomorrow's definitely a must win, and we definitely need some of the other teams to kind of lose a little bit to kind of get us back in there.
Well, even if we did win tomorrow, dude, do you really think we're gonna make a strong push in the playoffs, Josh? Honestly, your honest opinion right now, as of the way we looked all season.
I mean, it definitely depends on tomorrow. I mean, if we can somehow pull it together. I mean, one of the biggest changes we'll obviously talk about first is, and then we'll get back to the injury list there, is obviously our coordinators. I mean, Aaron Glenn, say what you want. I think our current defensive coordinator is a little bit better. Um, but our offensive coordinator, I think that was a big fail. That was a big letdown. Obviously we weren't expecting him to be as good as Ben Johnson because Ben Johnson had a lot of trick plays in the tank, and that's just his style. But yeah, no, it definitely. You definitely felt that, especially when, like you were calling, most of the year. We're just not doing anything to really, surprise our defenses that we're going against. We're doing a lot of the same things. And, I mean, how many games did they line up and you're like, oh yeah, they're doing this and they're throwing to him. Oh, they're doing this and they're throwing to him. Like, it was very predictable. It was very predictable. And then obviously, when Dan Campbell picked up there that one week, you felt the change. You definitely felt there was more excitement in the offense.
Yeah.
And obviously our offensive line is a huge hole in our entire team. I think if we were to score more, and allow our defense to be able to not play in such tight predicaments because they're out there a lot. I mean, we're 7-4 or whatever, and or 5 now, I think. And how many of those games, even in the wins, were we either battling back to win or the game was close and we were, a couple of dumb plays or a couple of fourth downs that didn't convert, and our defense is already back out on the field. So I felt like that's a big thing. As far as like the Hutch production, the defense is pretty tired. I mean, I'm not saying Hutch is, but we definitely got some hefty linemen that, hey, you go out there for 10, 11, 13 downs and then sit down for 3.5. And it's like, fuck, I'm back out there. I think that was a big tale of, our summary of our season so far. The weapons, you touched on that. Obviously we're hurt in that area now, but I mean, look at Tesla. How have we not gotten him involved more? I think Gibbs is doing everything he can. I think Montgomery is definitely going to be out the door next year just because, if he would have had the same production as last year, I would say go ahead and give him, a little bit of money, but I definitely feel his fall off this year as far as the Lions culture goes. And Gibbs has been our huge high point. You know,
Yeah, but one player can't win the game.
exactly.
You ever heard the term defense wins games?
Yeah.
Not in Detroit, not this year.
No, not no.
You
So
know?
yeah, no. Ask me that question again. After tomorrow, I could probably give you a better insight. But right now, I still see us having a chance with all the statistics and all the different elimination stuff coming out that we still we're still in it. But I don't know.
We're not in it.
Definitely with the extra injury of Tyrion Arnold being out for the rest of the season and Kirby not being back there. Uh,
He's doing good though. He's sitting fat on that payday though. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. No. I think kind of like I don't know. Was it week 5 or 6 or whatever when all the backups came in there that one week because we were really hurt on there. I
yeah,
I feel like we could have that come to fruition. I think that there's a good chance that a bunch of people need to step up, and I think we're a better step up culture than we are being the badass team that we should be. Kind of like last year. I mean, everybody was hurt, but it was all the people that were stepping up that got us to 15-2. Now, obviously, you're not going to push into the playoffs with a bunch of backups, and that's where we failed instantly. But yeah, no, I could see that tomorrow. I could see tomorrow a bunch of the backup DBs coming in and showing out. There's a bunch of Michigan boys, from
well,
Ferris and
yeah. Well, first thing, I'm no coach, but you're not gonna ever make a push or beat a winning caliber team throwing the fucking ball 4 yards, 5 yards, which the Lions are notorious for. That being said, Morton, I think he's not the guy. He's so far behind the eight ball. It's not even funny. Kind of half of Detroit right now. They're so far behind the eight ball. Um, our defense, we have no pass rush. So I mean, we're not gonna do anything. All of our star talent is down, and even our backup talent is down also. So it's like, um, yeah, it's hard to tell, but we struggle against a 500 team, Josh. I mean, we played better with our backup squad in. And I think if we're getting beat pretty bad by Dallas, I think that's what the changeup is probably going to be in Detroit on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
mm-hmm.
Um, I I don't understand. We know Tesla has got hands. We know he's a good route runner. I just think he's lacking in some blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And B, like we got JMO, um, Tesla, and did you see that Brock Wright is done?
Is he?
Yeah, yeah, he's done. We didn't need a tight end. We got a whole bunch of them, right?
No,
Negative.
no, because the third, yeah, uh,
Right, right.
yeah.
And
Well, yeah, that
what
kind of takes me almost back to the injury report here. We'll shoot through this real quick.
oh boy,
Obviously,
it's bad.
Kirby's out.
Yeah,
Khalif Raymond, our returner and like fourth string wide receiver, he's out.
he's done.
Barack Wright out, and then the
Oh.
third string tight end Shane Zylstra he's out. So so we're probably pulling somebody off the streets to come catch the ball. Professor,
So
did you get that call?
So wait a minute, dude. That goes back to the strength and conditioning coaches.
Hmm.
What the hell are they doing, bro? I think a lot of it is these players sit on their ass on the off season, dude. They don't do enough. You got these sissified divas practice. What? Half the time it's what? Half half pads, half not, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the two-a-days, get rid of the goddamn turf, get real grass, and watch the injuries just shoot slim to none anymore. But they won't do that because, like you said, the players voted on to not have two-a-days. So there you go. They don't want to work You
Mm-hmm.
know what? You got to put in that work, man, to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And clearly, we've never put in that work in Detroit
Right.
because, as the record shows, we've never been there. So yeah, it's just pitiful as a fan anymore. It's sickening when, like you said, we know the plays on the offense as they're getting ready to do them. It's like this is a deja vu. We've seen this last game. Oh, what do you know, Josh? We're seeing that same play 4 times the same way. But hey, don't it goes to show you that the Lions organization does not listen to the fan base, not whatsoever. And until they make a huge change, honestly think a lot of, like you said, Montgomery's gone after this season. I mean, we don't use him. He's just a waste of money. So why not go to a team, watch him go to a team and then win a Super Bowl? That seems to be
Yeah.
the other thing too. Go Stafford though.
Yeah. All right, back
Even
to
if
the injury list. We got Coyote Awasika. He's a offensive lineman. I'm pretty sure he's out. We got Brian or questionable. We got Brian Branch. He's questionable. Your boy Taylor Decker, questionable. Graham Glasgow, questionable. Penei Sewell, questionable. And Amonra, questionable. So yeah, no, it's
that's just pitiful, dude. You know, other NFL teams, look at other teams. They're not hurt, banged up like we are every year. So, like, what is going on in Detroit? Like, they're like, did you ever notice lately that like there's no like tough stick it in your nose football in Detroit anymore? Like it's like the plays are slow. Like there's no rhythm. They're out of sync, dude. Did you notice that this whole season?
yeah, yeah, no, and that's kind of what I was saying. Like you notice the definitely the difference with the coordinators. Like you feel that pace not being there anymore.
I can definitely tell on my parlays. Yeah, yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know what we can do. I guess it starts with the win tomorrow, but I'm not. I'm picking, like I said, I'm picking.
Dallas to win.
Oh, of course, man. I mean, dude, they're just firing. Look at, bro. Jerry Jones outdid Brad Holmes. How does that feel, man? Look at, you want to know why I say that? Because Jerry Jones made plays. He got players. He got people on defense. He got rid of the high dollar guy that needs back surgery there to Green Bay. Parsons. I mean, it seems like ever since they got rid of Parsons, they are just boom, firing, bro. And and I do not like Dallas at all, bro. But Jerry did something over there and shook something up to where they are they're fighting for they're fighting for it. And like Detroit, it's like we don't have any of that, and the record shows for itself, you know. So you gotta draft the right players and sign the right players and go from there. And I think it's gonna be a disgusting game, bro, tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Do you have any of your bets popped up real quick to
um, I
throw out there real
got
quick before we wrap her up? I'll go pull up the numbers real quick just to see what people are looking at.
I got, hold on, let me.
Yeah. While you're pulling that up, I'm just gonna spit some numbers real quick. All right. Well, we're at home and we're favored by 3. Um, our money line is minus 166, so they feel pretty confident with us. 57% of the money's on Dallas. Uh,
Yeah.
I sent you that one picture this morning where like the first 6 guys were minus money for touchdowns. A couple of them have gone into the plus. So there's some money out there. You know, George Pickens is a plus 120. CD is a plus 125.
All right, I got mine loaded up. I got a bunch here. You ready?
Yep, spit 'em, bro.
Okay, here's a 4-pick parlay plus 25200. I got Dak Prescott passing 260 plus. I got George Pickens, 2 TDs. I got CD Lamb, 2 tuds. And I picked Dallas money line. And then my 3-pick parlay, kind of a lot of the same ones, but here's CD Lamb, anytime tud. Dak Prescott, anytime tud. I have a feeling he's gonna sneak it in there. And I have George Pickens, anytime tud. And then I got a 7-pick parlay. This is all games throughout the league on Sunday also. I got Kenneth Walker the third, anytime touchdown. I got Deontay Swift, anytime tud. I got Jalen Warren, anytime tud. I got CeeDee Lamb, anytime tud. I got Jameis Williams, anytime tud. And I got George Pickens, anytime tud. And I got Isaac Tesla, anytime tud. And that does it for me on my picks.
Okay, I
That's
like
a
it.
big one too. That's 7. That's 7-pick parlay. That's
Yeah, no, I like it. I feel good about it.
what do you got?
I haven't even put in yet. I like to wait till the last minute because I like to watch the numbers, trajectory and stuff like that. You know,
You do you free pick yet?
oh, I haven't. I need to do that immediately. I have been so bad with that, dude.
I got Chris Olivan,
Oh, Olave,
Oh yeah, from
the
the
Saints.
Saints.
Yeah,
Dude, they've been giving me all these garbage ass players, dude, every week, man. I think they know because I got them zoned in now. You know, they know me now. They're like, we better watch out for him. He's a high bidder. No,
but
but anyway, that's all my picks. I'm gonna wait until after the Lions game to see if I hit on those, and
okay.
then that'll determine my picks for the weekend.
Feel you. Yeah, no, it's kind of how I'm doing. If the Lions get smushed, I might pull out this weekend. Might just well, next week. Next week it'll be a better.
Dude, even if we do beat the Cowboys, dude, I don't see us getting past the Bears, dude. And even though we beat them, but they're a changed team now this time around, and I don't know, man. This whole season's been too shady, you know. A lot of weird stuff's been happening in the football league,
No,
so
I know.
I don't know. A lot of bad calls, dude, and I mean, there's bad calls every year, but like these are like obvious calls, you know,
Yeah.
and we should have another podcast on just the officiating, how awful.
Oh yeah, dude.
Stevie Wonder could see some of these calls, and he's blind, you know. I don't get it, but the house wins, right? That's what they say. So I don't know.
But yeah, no, I think we'll wrap it up with that because we only got like 5 more minutes left of the Zoom. Got a long 30-minute pod today, so that'll definitely give our viewers some content to
Plus, it's the
watch.
late game too tomorrow, isn't it? Like
Yep,
8.
yep. It's the 8 o'clock, 8:20 kickoff.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have Professor make us some heartbreak no bakes.
Yeah. Yeah. You might have to shoot a quick video after the game,
Oh,
just
hey, can you go get Dad real quick? Yeah, we got like a couple minutes. I'll have Professor. Let me see. Does it show me my actual time here that I got left with you on this son of a bitch? It's not
as we
showing me. Not showing me the time, but I'll let Professor have like 2 quick minutes to give us some wisdom of what's gonna happen tomorrow.
better have Scott in these damn comments.
Oh, I'm going to. I've been tagging him because immediately off the rip, we were talking about Dallas and you rooting for him already. So I gotta definitely
Yeah,
tell him.
Okay,
you might
what's
have
up?
to
All
give me
right, we need just we got time for one more minute. We got let you throw that on real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna just ask you for your input real quick on tomorrow's game. We got Dallas versus Detroit in Detroit.
Well, Dallas is looking a little scary lately, and they're playing tough ball. Their defense is strong. They could scare Detroit. I like Detroit because of the home team, but I wouldn't put a lot of money on it.
I wouldn't put no money on Detroit.
They're going to have a hard time again establishing the run game, and if they can't establish that, then they just control the passing. You know, and their defense has stepped up since they lost their heart and soul of that defense. The whole defense got better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Parsons.
Ever since they lost Parsons, you'd think
that's what I was just saying, man. Jerry Jones won. He won this year.
yeah. Well, they
Did you-
lost the one player, and the first week after that, they looked a little bit rough. And then somehow they all got motivated, and they've been covering the corners just fine.
Yep.
But, all right. Well, so who's winning? Who you taking?
I'm going to have to go with Detroit because I think they're going to bounce back. I don't think it's going to be by a lot, and I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as we'd like to see. Probably about 27 to 24,
Oof.
21.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thank you, Professor, for stepping in. And yeah, we'll end it with that. Thanks everybody for who's in the live for watching us record our podcast. You guys get a little behind the scenes, and yeah, we'll see you next time on the pre-bet.
Free bet.